back to my channel, She Plans, She Budgets. In today's video, we'll be going over my weekly check-in number 2 from December 10th through the 16th. So let's get started. Alright, so today I'm using my Happy Planner. I want us to just take a quick look over here at my expense tracker legend. I am using expense trackers stickers from Erica Life Vlogs, and her shop will be linked down below. Right now I'm using green for cash envelopes, gray for personal spending, yellow for sinking funds, and red for unbudgeted. As you guys already know, we did check in for week 1. However, I did make a semi mistake as far as my gifts fund right here is concerned, is $50. I will need to include this $50 in week number 2 numbers, just because I did borrow money from myself and paid it back, and it will just make sense when we do the calculations of the remaining amount for week number 2. So if you've seen my week 1 check-in, then you know what I'm talking about. So just so you guys know, we will need to factor in this $50 in the week 2 totals. All right, so starting with the 10th, the 10th was payday number 1. I did do a savings transfer as well as stuff my cash envelopes and sinking funds. And I also went to the grocery store and I spent $218 on food. Also, my boyfriend and I ate out this day. I think it was for 2 different places, but the total was for $54.02. And then various transactions from my sinking funds that totaled $44. I do like to keep my expenses on this daily expense tracker right here. So from the 10th, I spent money from vet and grooming for $26, as well as self-care in my pets fund for a total of $18. So that's where the $44 came from. And like I mentioned earlier, the $50 will need to be included for this week too. For the 11th, I had one no spend day, which is great. On the 12th, I did spend $1 out of my Christmas fund from Walmart. I just needed to buy some additional ornament hooks, so it cost $1. Then I also filled up on my gas for $40. On the 13th, I spent $57.33 on Uber Eats. I've always been spending money on Eat Out lately. That's where my spending usually goes. I really need to ring that in for the new year. I'm trying to not just spend it only on, or majority of it on, food, but that's what I've been doing with the personal spending, and I need some type of solution so I can stop doing that basically. But $57.33 went to Uber Eats on the 13th. $8.32 went towards lunch while I was at work. And then also from personal spending, I went to Walgreens and spent $6. So this wasn't for food, but I did spend $6 in Walgreens on the 15th. And then also I spent $30 out of self-care. On the 16th, I did buy breakfast as well as lunch. So we had IHOP and Domino's for a total of $34. So that is it for week number 2. This week went by pretty quickly. I spent majority of my money on food. I had no unbudgeted expenses, which is great, and I also had one no spend day. I would like to increase my no spend days throughout a week, but you know, it's December. December is usually a sneaky month as far as your expenses are concerned. But you know, again, hopefully 2022 I can show some improvement with spending majority of my spending money on food. Technically it's meant for me to spend it on whatever I want, but you know, it's kind of out of hand. It usually all goes to food, and I need to use my groceries and not always buy lunch at work or eat out. I need to just use my grocery money to cook food at home and also bring lunch to work. So that is one of my goals for next year for sure. So yeah, that is it for week number 2. And now we can just go ahead and flip over to the weekly check-in page, which is right here. And I did write a little note to myself as a reminder to subtract that $50 from week number 2 from gifts that I technically spent on the 9th, but I was borrowing from myself. All right, so here is the weekly check-in page. Again, we are looking at week number 2 from December 10th through the 16th. Because this was the week of payday for December 10th, we do need to take a quick glance at paycheck number 1 to see what I added in for each of my categories. And as we can see right here, for gasoline, I did stuff $160. Groceries received $500. Laundry received $20. Sinking funds, I added in $230. For personal spending, I gave myself $250. And then as we can see down here, or we might not be able to see, but there was 0 for unbudgeted. So move this up a little bit. Yeah, there was 0 for unbudgeted. Okay, so in week number 1, we did add in week number 2, 160 for gasoline, 500 for groceries, 20 for laundry, $250 for personal, and $230 for sinking funds, and unbudgeted didn't receive anything. So starting with gasoline, I did spend $40 to fill up my tank. So that should leave me with $120 in the envelope. For groceries, I did spend $218. And let me just add that up. So 500 minus 218. I should have $282 remaining. For laundry, I didn't spend anything. So this should have the 20 I added plus the 10 that I had from week 1. I meant to say $30. So the 20 I added plus the 10 I had remaining from week 1 would be $30. And to quickly mention, real quick from week 1, I did roll over this $20 from gasoline, which is why I have it in parentheses in red, because I did roll that over to a debt snowball payment. And this $1.86 from personal spending, I rolled that into savings. So whenever I do that, that money is not going to be counted into the following week as a remaining amount, because this went to debt and this went to savings. All right, so now for personal spending, so I started with $250, and for the week I spent a total of $159.67. So that means I should have $90.33 remaining. So that was actually a lot that I spent in 1 week. So $90.33 remaining. And then from sinking funds, I did spend a total of $125, and that is including the $50 from gifts that technically was spent in week 1. All right, and for a total, so week 1 I had $2,051. I added in $230 in week 2. And then I spent a total of $125. So that means I should have $2,156 remaining. $2,156 remaining, and we will go over that shortly. And again, for unbudgeted, nothing. All right. So these are my 2 A6 binders from Amazon, and I do have these linked down below. We're just going to go ahead and count my cash envelopes first. So starting with gasoline, this should have a total of $140. So I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 120. I'm sorry. What did I say, 140? I meant to say 120 if I said 140. Should have $120 left. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 120. All right, so that is all there. Next is groceries, and this should have $282. And right now it has 100, 200, 250, 270, 275, 280, 281, and 282. And I definitely need to go grocery shopping very, very badly. So I'm very happy that I'm finally filming. Anyway, next is laundry, and this should have $30. So I have 20 and 30. All right, after that is personal spending. And for personal spending, this is a cashless envelope, and I keep my money on my debit card. So this was accurate at the time. We are after the 16th. I think today is the 19th actually. So this was accurate as of the 16th, but you know, it's been a few days and I've definitely been spending some money. So you guys will see those transactions in week 3. So now we're going to go ahead and verify my sinking funds, and we're just going to count each envelope to verify that is $2,156, and hopefully I don't mess up like I did in week 1. And we're also going to keep track of the numbers on this page. All right, so first up is self-care. For self-care, I currently have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. So $13. All right, pets currently have $50, $55, and $60. All right, car maintenance is the same at $1,000. Here is my 1K slip. All right, next is home projects, and this envelope currently has 100, 200, 250, 300, and 350. Okay, so home projects is sitting at 350. Gifts is at 0. And then for miscellaneous, this currently has 1, 2, 3, 4, and $5. All right, that is it for my clear binder. And we'll move on to the blue one. Okay, starting with subscriptions. And this should have the same amount because this one isn't due yet. So this has 50, 100, 105, and 110. All right, so 110. Next is water bill. Same thing. This isn't due yet, so this should also have the same amount. So 100, 150, 200, 205, 210, 211, 212, and 213. All right, so 213. For car insurance, we know I just had to pay this bill this month, so this is currently at 0, and I'll be resaving for this beginning in January. Okay, vet and grooming currently has 20, 40, 45, and 46. So $46. And last but not least is Christmas. Still have a little bit more shopping to do, but right now it has 100, 200, 300, or let me say that again. 100, 200, 300, 350, 355, 356, 357, 358, and 359. All right. So that was $359. So let's add this up to make sure it matches the ending balance from week 2. So we have 13 plus 60 plus 1,000 plus 350 plus 5 plus 110 plus 213 plus 46 and plus 359 equals $2,156, and that does match what we have on the other page. So 2156, and that means all the money is accounted for. All right, so we're back at the calendar view. Now I'm just going to go ahead and check off each transaction because we did verify all the expenses and everything adds up. All right, so everything looks good. Okay, so I ended the week off with 1 no spend day. I hope to have more no spend days in the 3rd week. So here's to hoping. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I have for today's video. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you all next time. Bye.